Is this thing on? Good morning, good morning. Long time no see. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning and a great trading session so far. All right, I think this is working. Except I cannot. Why does it have this right here? Good morning, Pred. For whatever stupid reason, good morning, Applejacks. How are you this morning? All right, I have to. Shit, that's not gonna work. So my phone is going to die. I have to figure out how to see the chat. All right, we have to put this down here. Guess I'm just gonna have to go the traditional way, which is gonna be stupid. Good morning, Amelia. How are you this morning? All right, sorry you guys. I don't know how to fix the chat doc from OBS. I don't know. It's like so high that I can't drag it down. It's very stupid right now. All right, and then one more thing. Chart structure. Where is it? Ah, right here. Okay, cool. How goes it, you guys? I missed you guys. Sorry I wasn't on yesterday. Yeah, totally forgot to set my alarm or turn my alarm back on. I also don't think my lagging issue would have been fixed, but I've fixed it. All right, where are we? Uptrend. All right, cool. So you guys are gonna see a lot of stripes on my chart for a while because I am currently trading signals, and there's like 4 different signals that I'm wanting to try out right now. So that's where you see all the stripes. But as you can see, based on this reversal bar, stripes don't come on every reversal bar, which is why I'm trading this way right now. Yes, I actually missed y'all. Yeah. But yeah, so just bear with me a little bit because I'm trying to figure out what I like, what I don't like, and all that good stuff. Okay. But yeah, not much has been going on. I literally took a few days just to get my mind right, number one. But also I needed to convert like 2,000 trades to basically I had to go through all the data that I have since July 22nd and use different color highlighters to highlight when some of these delta signals pop up. I'm almost done converting that. I just have to do the counter trend divergence today. And then I'm trying to figure out if I want to, if I want to convert, what was I about to say? Oh, if I want to convert all of it to bid ask, because technically speaking, delta signals like this are more of like showing aggressive orders and stuff like that, which up down tick does not do technically. So I'm gonna see which one I like better, but I'm gonna take the rest of the week to like convert the rest of that because it takes a very long time. It was a full moon. You be quiet. Job has stressed me and I've had nowhere to clown. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not going anywhere again, hopefully. But I promise y'all I definitely needed that break. Yeah. So we'll see what happens. No news today. No data lag. Do I have the weird? No, actually no drop frame, so I should be good there. I realized that I needed to restart my router and modem. Wait, no. The modem needed to be restarted. I hadn't restarted it in like a month, and sometimes it just does crazy things when I don't. So we have since fixed that. There is, oh, that's the opening range indicator. Okay, 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 okay. How's my sleep? Um, well, I didn't get much sleep last night. I'll tell you that much. But aside from that, it's so weird though, because Friday, when I was wanting to stream, I literally woke up before my alarm. So, and I think I went to sleep kind of late too. So I was like super surprised that I woke up so early, but I did. So, but the first day I didn't wake up till like 1. The second day I think I woke up at like 5 p.m. or something ridiculous. The third day I woke up at 8 o'clock without any alarm. I can't remember Thursday, and then Friday, like I said, I woke up before my alarm again. So yeah, I've kind of fixed my sleep honestly a little bit. I really could have went to sleep at like 1 o'clock last night, to be quite honest. I just didn't. But I definitely feel refreshed. Like sometimes my insomnia is just so bad that it takes me a while to fix it. And waking up this early in the morning to trade does not help me fix it at all. So yeah, but I think I'm good though. Like, and I know when my sleep is starting to get the best of me or my lack thereof because I get like super duper cranky. Like I'm not naturally a cranky person even with no sleep because I'm just used to not sleeping well. But baby, I was getting really cranky. Yeah. Yeah, but it's getting better though. It is. And being tired at 1 o'clock in the morning like I was this morning is like really good for me. So really, really, really good. All right, so just a quick like synopsis of the different signals that I'm looking at right now. So some of the signals I don't need a colored stripe for because it does show in the footprint summary table. However, because it's so difficult to look down at that, up and all around the places that I need to look to like confirm trades, I just went ahead and put a stripe for each of the, I think it's 5. It's delta sweeps, delta flips, engulfing value areas, trapped traders, and volume sequencing. So I'm trying to figure out like which ones do I like best and kind of narrowing it down from there. Now, I will say off the rip, like there's way less for me to journal, which is nice, really nice. I don't need to be as detailed and I don't, so I no longer, this was the biggest thing I was tired of and felt like didn't work, continuing to compare like reversal bar C volume and delta to some kind of bar in swing C. It just, I could just tell like it just was too inconsistent and I was kind of over it. So that's why I went to trying this where like I'm looking for a signal. I'm still kind of trading the same way still to a certain extent. It's just I don't have to compare things anymore because really the only thing I care about is there enough momentum in the reversal bar to close the reversal bar and continue another however many ticks I'm looking for. That's genuinely all I care about. Which wait a minute, let me take my pro account out, take that account out. So yeah, that's genuinely all I care about. And so this should make things a lot easier for me. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. We'll see. We will see. All right, I'm trying to make sure I got the right account on. I do. Good morning, Janelle. How are you this morning? Good morning. Good morning. All right, I'm looking for a pullback because right now I don't really like divergence that starts with a double top or double bottom, which this one does. So I'm just looking for the pullback. But so I did already start testing this, which is not much to test. I'm literally taking, I literally took the data that I already had and just wrote down whether or not one of the signals happened. And I specifically wrote which signals happened so that I would know. Since I am trying to filter out and see if there are ones that I like better than others. But yeah, I did it on Friday, and I took 4 trades. The first one, I was so like zoomed into making sure that the delta and delta percentage looked the way I wanted to. The point of control was where I wanted it to be, that I forgot to look for a signal. And that trade lost. I was in a buy off of the new low, and it hit a lower deviation band on the VWAP, which is a support level. It hit it, stopped me out by like 3 ticks, and then went up like 80 ticks or something ridiculous. I was like, really, bro? And then the next 3 trades I took a regular pullback, going in the direction of the trend, and then I took 2 more counter trend divergence trades, and all 3 of them had signals, all 3 of them won. So the account that renewed yesterday, I ended up trading like 3 to 5 contracts on that account on Friday. All of those trades, by the way, happened after 10 a.m., which was crazy. Because, you know, even though volume and volatility is a lot lower during that time, the trade still worked out, which was nice. Um, but yeah, so I ended up being able to get that account back to basically full drawdown to go into the renewal, which that account had never been over the initial balance basically. So I just had to get it back a little bit above the initial balance, which was cool. But I think I had to make like $800 on Friday to do that. So I'm trying to think what else is an update. I think that's pretty much it, if I'm being honest. Let's see. It's almost what I wanted, but not quite. Just under control, and it pushed through anyway. So another thing that I've been toying around with a little bit is there are technically 4, but they're really 2. They're just the opposite things. Looking at these buy rotation levels and then the red and green levels where we changed to an uptrend and downtrend, which, by the way, is that what this is, or is that the prior low? No, we are inside of where we changed to an uptrend at 8:30. All right. So yeah, one of the other things that I've been looking at is I think I have to treat these opposite of what they look like. So like the buy rotation levels I think are actually resistance, while the sell rotation levels are support. Here's why I think that. Because if you look in an uptrend, buy rotation levels are drawn on the lower highs. There are few times where it is drawn on higher highs, but for the most part, it's almost always drawn on lower highs, which means it's actually a resistance level and not support, even though, you know, resistance can become support and vice versa. It seems like the way that the bars actually move and react off of those levels are as if it's opposite of the color that it is. So this entire time I've been treating it as, you know, buy rotation levels are support, but I think it's actually resistance. Kind of the same thing with the green level, you know, which when you think about this one kind of makes sense. If this is where we change to an uptrend and we immediately reject it, we've been trading below it this entire time. And this actually started off as resistance when we were in a downtrend. That's technically a resistance level, not a support level. And I've just noticed over time of, you know, trading order flow that price reacts so differently off of levels based on whether it's buying at support or buying at resistance kind of thing. Even if we can clear that level by 20 points and come back down and retest it, it's still going to act as if it's resistance and not support, or vice versa. So we'll see. We'll see. Not GMAS. It looked like grandma's at first when I looked at it. But yeah, so we'll see how I like that long term. But that's kind of what I've been playing around with too. So like I initially had to convert that data first, going through all of the trades to do that, and having to basically, I think the first time I didn't rewrite my analysis sheet, and then I realized this really is a thing. I have to redo the whole analysis sheet, which I did. And then came the part of converting it with the delta signals or whatever. So I don't know. We'll see what happens long term. My eyes have been bothering me. 1594. I think another thing I have to figure out is if I have to break even at all levels, if I am safe to not do that. So for right now, if there's a level that's this close, I'm just not gonna take it because I don't know if I should technically be able to take that. We're underneath support. We should be able to just push through it. But because support can become resistance, I think that I do have to break even at each of the levels. Not just if it's opposite, I don't know. We'll see how this trade works out because that's a trade that I would have taken if that wasn't there. But how's the market been? How have you guys been trading? Old trenches. Don't do that. At the top of the hour, there's an option. Oh, really? Why hasn't it popped up on my thing yet? Yeah, see, that's exactly what I mean. How come I don't see that? Trenches, you ain't right. Good morning. Thank you for telling us, Amelia, because I definitely, it's still not even on Forex Factory. Oh, got you. He does. He does. Slow and steady, chug, chug, chug. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. Y'all, I have got to take my phone to the Apple store. When I tell y'all, my phone has spent the majority of the time in my time off dead, unusable. My phone has been on 1% on the charger, might I add. It has been on 1% on the charger since like 5 this morning. I was afraid that it was gonna die while actually it did die while it was on the charger. I had to try to keep myself awake a little bit longer to make sure the phone came back on so that I would have an alarm to wake up to. And yeah, I just I don't understand. I don't know what's going on with this phone. Well, actually, I do. My battery has been shot for years, but I just refuse to take it to an Apple store because I don't feel like driving that far. There you have it. You got to keep it put. Oh man, up 4K. So sweet. Pushing for 16. Nice, nice, nice. Yeah, most of the time, let me just turn the phone off because most of the time, what I have to do is just turn the phone off and let it charge like at least 20% with the phone off because the phone came back on. I saw it go up to 3% before I fell asleep. And then when I woke up this morning, the alarm went off. I turned it off and then the phone died. And I'm like, okay. And so when it came back on, I realized that it's just literally for three, actually, it's been on the charger, yeah, for almost 4 hours. Still has not gone past 1%. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what today. Let's see, 1.4. We are trying to stay in the uptrend, but we have been rejecting it since 8:30. So let's see. Yeah, that's crazy. So on a time-based chart, we changed to an uptrend up here, all the way back here, and we've just been literally in this range this entire time. We just pushed up off of the buy pressure line, so which is the bottom of the range. So let's see what happens. I mean, perfectly pushed off of that level, which it has been the same level since we changed. We have literally not moved. So when we changed to an uptrend there, this was the level at 804 to change to a downtrend, and it has stayed there this whole time. So definitely just been in a huge range. The range is about what, 56 points or so? That's really not that huge, honestly. Push off VWAP. Okay. Also have a major resistance level here at 828.50. I knew the market hadn't moved much because look at the value area low and high. Like, it's just all right here. Very rarely can I see both levels at the same time like that. Too close to a resistance right here. It's like 2 points. If we separate a little bit more, I'd be willing to take the trade. Yeah, my battery's flipped. Oh no, baby, I'm not upgrading shit. Now I might go get this battery fixed. I love my phone though. I have an iPhone 10s, I ain't gonna lie. I do. And the phone is perfect. Besides that, like when I go to my settings and go to battery, it tells me basically you need to replace your battery. It's only operating at like 75% capacity or something like that. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna go get it fixed at some point. The problem, honestly, is that I'm never really on that side of town. Because the only Apple store here that I know of, I have to go to the mall that's probably like, I don't know, maybe like 12 miles away from my house. And 12 miles doesn't sound like a lot, but for someone who doesn't like leaving their house, that's a lot. It's a lot. Your MacBook says condition replacement. Yeah. Yeah, so we're in the same boat, Amelia. We are. I just don't feel like it. At some point, I'm going to go do it, though. Maybe. Really, Janelle? Dr. Bill appointment in July. Have trash out. She not health care. I've always had, for the most part. Oh, there we go. There's the movement. I've always had Blue Cross Blue Shield and Anthem for the most part. Pretty sure. I might have had Aetna at some point, maybe. I don't know. Make the drive. I already replaced it a few years ago. I knew it was going out. Got you, got you. I'm gonna make the drive. I will, because this is pretty ghetto. I just had to turn the phone off. Now, the phone's been off for probably like 10 minutes. Let's see how much it charged now. All right, this needs to be fixed. Oh, yeah. Oh, we got over 1%. Now we're at 6. Matter of fact, let me just turn it off. Only got 1%. Uh-oh. Okay, never mind. Hold on, my cousin texted me. My cousin didn't text me? Oh. No, 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 no. Don't call emergency services. Oh, Lord. I have no words. This is what my phone looks like right now. And it's like, I can't even click the cancel button. The ghetto. So what's the destination for the cousin's trip? Good morning, New. How are you this morning? You're with Anthem? That's why I'm like, please don't do nothing. Amelia, I do not need them folks at my door, okay? At all. At all. All right, so we are pushing new lows though, which I'm not the most excited about. The range of the day is only 104 points. My eyes have been feeling so tired lately, and I don't know. All right, so I usually can tell when the market's been choppy. I don't know if y'all can y'all see that? Yeah. How it says market structure needs more data, go to data series, blah, blah, blah. Whenever it's like that, that means that there's not that many Renko bars on the chart, which should never really happen, especially with me having such small Renko bars. I mean, I'm on 24 tick chart now instead of 16, which is a difference, but I mean, when you take into consideration 3 days worth of data, it's crazy that it doesn't have enough data on the chart. And I think I even saw that on the chart yesterday when I opened it at 9:45 when I woke up. All right, I'm looking. Well, no, we gotta kind of get away from here. We got the current open, prior close, yesterday's point of control. It's just a lot going on in this little area right here. So I kind of want to get away from here. At least if I'm trying to I don't want to trade into, that's a pretty big wall of shit. Now I can use it to try to propel my trade forward, but let's see, it started with a double top. Something that's definitely helped is having, oh, you guys can't see, but having this like chart that's super zoomed out, having it on my monitor up here has been super helpful. Let me see. So this is what my second monitor up here looks like. I have to have the chat like that because my chat and dock doesn't work. But having that like so zoomed out like that has been super helpful because now I can see structure without having to like, zoom out of the chart that I'm on. I could just like quickly glance, look to see what because I only care to see what the volume of the swings look like. Did something start with a double bottom, double top? Is it one in the middle? Like that kind of thing. That's all I really care about. So it's been helpful. It's only 3 points away. Also, it's too much volume here. It's not trying to go when on the losing streak start to cut our wrist for a minute. What were you trading now? Or what are you trading now? Yeah, way too much volume. Okay. We're getting some movement now. We broke out of that little range and just been doing a little something. Now we are back inside of where we changed to a downtrend. That's this red line right here. So I got to be pretty careful to make sure that if I'm going to take a trade in here, we got to be, the reversal bar needs to be reacting off of something. And that actually, when I was looking at that divergence trade, I forget where it was going to hit the VWAP. This, I forgot we were inside of where we changed to an uptrend. So there's nothing to, the value area low wasn't here. There's nothing to really, excuse me. There was nothing to help propel it forward. Starting a dividend portfolio. Not aside from I saved the videos from your guy and not video. I didn't save the videos. I subscribed to your guy and Applejack's person as well. Because once I get back to the point of I feel like I got to sneeze again. Once I get back to the point of being ready to invest, that is something that I definitely want to look into. Thank you guys. Thank you. Thank you. I knew you weren't following your rules. Oh man. I think my allergies, which is so weird because I haven't really been outside much. I think they've just been like bothering me big time, and that's why my eyes have been feeling so tired and heavy. All right, where are we at? Resistance, VWAP. Point of control is where I want it to be, but it's a trap and not a continuation, which I want a continuation. But I would actually kind of prefer if we actually change to an uptrend instead. Okay, there we go. It's a little bit nicer. 47. All right, got point of control here. Also have the overnight low here. Counter trend divergence, I can't take any trades at opposite levels right now. I gotta finish that today. It's the, what is this behind there? Oh, VWAP, okay. Did I not just turn my phone back off? I had my phone turned back on. What the hell? Okay. Tulum, Punta Cana, Rio de Janeiro, Punta Cana. Oh, you trying to take a trip? If somebody can get prices of everything and let me know. Excuse me. What a push. We're up about 200 ticks from where we reversed down here. Resistance is here. It's too close. It's like a point. It's no point. Oh, wait, that's why. Why is this not centered anymore? There we go. You traded the Russell today? Oh, how'd you like it? The Russell is usually pretty smooth, honestly. The Russell is very nice. Most of the time. Yeah, see, I would have gotten into this buy if the upper VWAP deviation band wasn't right there. You can see we hit it and rejected. That is this signal combination is what I look for though. So had that not been there, I would have actually gotten into that trade. Not everything. Janelle. Baby, she said everything is better than it. Thank you. You been sleeping? Really? Not physically, Jesus. I don't think Janelle had anywhere to cut up for the last week either. Yeah, Russell is cool. weirdly and oddly enough, the one indice I never was really into was the Dow. Mm-mm. I don't know why, but that was the one that I liked the least. Well, yes, kind of, but yeah, Dow, didn't like it. All right. If we could possibly push up from here. Nope. Okay, never mind. Uh, nope. Not the signal I was looking for. That's a kind of a weak signal. Mhm. I hate that we keep rejecting off of the levels and we keep trying to push back into so many of them. Good morning, Jay. How are you this morning? Sure why the emoticon don't go through some of the time. I have no idea. Let me see if mine does. Did that come through? Oh yeah, it did. It just shows a random one. Not it's getting kinky in here. Not a lurk fee. Just add it to my tab. You mess with Dial too, new? Ah, Janelle agrees with me though. I don't know. I think that part of my issue with the Dow, because I'm pretty sure I traded it on Forex and I traded it in futures. And maybe it was just the way that I was trading it then. I felt like at one point in time when I was trading the Dow, I felt like it moved even more, it had even more significant moves than NASDAQ. So it was making these crazy moves, but then, the price per tick was the same as NASDAQ. So it was just like, bro, you're doing a little too much. And, but then it was like when it would get choppy, oh my God, it would be choppy. So I was just like, yeah, we're just going to let this go. So when I used to trade like multiple instruments, I was trading all of the indices except the Dow and trading gold and crude on top of that. Yeah, that was pretty much what I was doing. Value area low. We still in that? Yeah. So we're still in this. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we've pretty much kind of pushed back into the range that we were in earlier. That started at 8:30, right at market open. Basically, every time we've changed directions, we have rejected it. So if I go back, market open, we tried to change to an uptrend, rejected. Change to a downtrend here. Initially we're okay, but then rejected, change to an uptrend, tried to push through and rejected again. Usually that's when I know like how choppy the market is without having to look at a time-based chart. Let's see, what does a 5-minute chart look like? Oh my God, that is so nasty. Oh, it didn't, why is this not linked? I don't know how this keeps unlinking itself. I'm supposed to be able to, there we go. So that's what a 5-minute chart looks like. Basically nothing. Mhm. Absolutely nothing. Because what the fuck? You got your first few payouts trading the Dow? Nice. Thank you, Jay. I'm glad to be back. I definitely needed that break, honey. My brain was mush. I was cranky. I was tired. And I just needed a break. I needed like time to be able to just sit back like, okay, let's just throw everything out of our brains and try to figure something out. That's what I needed. I needed time. Trading the Dow is easier with your work. A lot more forgivable with the entries, definitely. You cannot trade NASDAQ and be distracted. Mm-mm. Dow and QR crackheads. Just gotta choose your crackhead. I'm weak. Touche, touche. Yeah, see, being on that one or looking at that 1 minute chart, I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. But then when you look at a five, it's like, and it's very weird because even though now, obviously, I'm less zoomed in now on a 24 tick chart than I was on the 16, but it's weird because even though I'm that zoomed in and I'm just scalping, I just noticed that I have way more opportunities and better trades when the 5 minute doesn't look like this. Because the more we're choppy, and a lot of times we're chopping between levels. That's the other problem. We're chopping between levels. So, you know, like the trade that I wanted to get into back here somewhere, I don't remember. I think it was this one. If the upper deviation band on the VWAP wasn't here, there's a possibility this trade could have pushed through because I don't think the value area high was right here at the time. But I mean, it was a decent signal. But then once we got there, I just kind of knew we were going to reject, especially because we had just changed to an uptrend right there. So it was kind of almost a given that it was going to reject like that. But yeah, it's just like everything is just all these levels are just so close together, which kind of sucks. Like if I wanted to buy right here, it's no point. Well, first of all, I would need this to be attached to a level because we're inside of where we changed to an uptrend. But even aside from that, there's no point. Resistance is right there. And that's a major resistance level at 828.50. So it's no point. It's looking like I'm going to end the session with no trade, which is fine. But yeah, once I figure out which signals I like, which ones I don't like, then I'll be able to condense things a little bit. I know the ones that show up the most are the market, not the market sweeps. It's a delta sweep. So market sweeps and delta sweeps are kind of the same thing, except delta sweeps are like stronger market sweeps because it comes with stronger delta moves. And then volume sequencing is when you're looking at a footprint chart and like, I think I have it on 5 levels. So there has to be progressively increasing number of contracts at like five consecutive price levels. So that's a pretty strong signal when your delta and delta percentages look how they're supposed to look. And then trap traders is kind of nice if I can make it work because, especially if I'm trading at the close of reversal bars like I'm doing, which hold on, because this is going to continue. Just in case that doesn't attach. So with me trading at the close of reversal bars, if it's a strong reversal move, having trap traders in the bar actually kind of works in your favor because, they kind of have to put in opposite orders in order to exit because they're trapped. So it kind of helps with the momentum. Then the delta flips, they're kind of nice too because when delta flips pop up, it's kind of like here. So there's a couple of different signals in this bar right here. But delta flips, you can see how the delta went from +6 to -141. So there has to be a pretty significant flip from positive to negative or negative to positive in order for that one to pop up. So that's a pretty decent momentum signal as well. Again, as long as your point of control is correct and volume and stuff like that. And then the other one is the engulfing value area, which is pretty nice as well. But I kind of feel like the engulfing value area might not be as significant as the other ones, just because with the Renko bars, a lot of times your last bar before a reversal bar, a lot of times there's not, the value areas are so small to begin with because they're just 2 tick bars. So it's very easy for there to be an engulfing value area, kind of. Good morning, Cloth. How are you this morning? Good morning, good morning. Might not make $1 million a day, but I'm slow and steady. Period. Been gone 20 minutes. I had court. What I missed? Nothing. There's your 5-minute chart. It has done nothing. I haven't taken any trades because it's done nothing. But we're here. Let me see. That is a double top. Technically. Yeah. All right. It looks like we're trying to push out of that. Let's see if we change to a downtrend. I wouldn't mind let's see, where's the current low? 81.25. Mm. Mm-hmm. 883. We just passed that. Took a little too long to try to get that move going. Oh, no, it didn't actually. Oh, yeah, it did. I thought the point of control was in the body, it's in the wick. You be, whoa, not the Rico. Girl, what's wrong with you? Not the Rico. Please excuse our trenches. The glove don't fit. You must have quit. No face, no case. One red day a month isn't terrible. Not at all, Amelia. Not at all. Oh yeah, y'all. So I got 2K yesterday, right? Now, mind you, I wasn't really gonna get this game until like Black Friday because I don't really like 2K very much anymore. I haven't in a very long time. But my friend Leo, who I game with the most, he got it during early release and ain't played a game of Apex with me since. You hear me? Not one. So I was just like, okay, well, I'm just gonna have to go to 2K. So I make a point guard, which I haven't played point. I don't think I've ever played point guard on 2K ever. I've never had to. Um, but yeah, our friends were completely ruining my gaming experience yesterday. I mean, completely. Like, I was ready to uninstall, cuss everybody out. I was getting so annoyed. Like, I cannot stand playing sports games with people who either never played organized basketball before or they suck. They were clearly riding the bench. It's just like shit that they do where it's like, bro, there is no way you played organized basketball ever in your life. For instance, it's a fast break. Why are you stopping at the hashes and the top of the key? Go to the corners, like fill in the lanes. You never heard that phrase before? Fill in the goddamn lane. Then, so I have a point guard, right? But we were playing with Leo's friend who's also a point guard. Now, if I'm a point guard, I have higher shooting. Even if I didn't, it does not matter. Why are you, as the power forward, always stopping at the top of the key? Get the hell out of my way. There is no reason a point guard should be in the corners. What are you doing? Then, none of these motherfuckers can play defense. At this point, I'm convinced they don't even have, and I have low defense in my build right now, but I play better defense than they do. Then his one friend has like super high 3 point, like 98 3, no defense, quits one of the games because he's so we were getting blown out. But I'm like, it's kind of your fault because you have no defense in your build. We tried to go to zone. We can't run the zone with defense, your lack of defense. We can't run man to man because of your lack of defense. We don't have a lock. Like normally I play big or I'll play like actually my initial um position has always been a sharpshooter. I just want to shoot lights out. Give me the ball, I'm gonna shoot it. Then I started playing center a little bit, which I have no problem with doing. And then eventually I started like focusing on playing like lock, having a lock shooting guard. So I could shoot, I could play defense, I'm fast, whatever. I'm just sick of people. I'm sick of people and their trash builds. I'm just over it. Like, make whatever you want to make. You've paid probably over $100 for this game, including VC. But at least make a build that makes sense. You know that you're gonna play with a team of 5. At least make it make sense, people. I don't know. All of these people just really piss me off though. Not gonna lie. All of them made me mad. Everybody but Leo. 631. No, that one's the highest. 692. All right. But yeah, they really pissed me off, y'all. Like, I was so mad. So mad. I told Leo, I was like, yeah, I'll see you later this week. Mind you, Leo got off early yesterday. He worked an early day and then he's off today and tomorrow. He's like, girl, hush, I'll see you tomorrow. Like, you don't care nothing about how I feel at all. At all. At all. He does not care. One bit. All right. Well, I thought I was going to get into a divergence 5, but took too long to push up. But yeah. I'm not buying that dang game. Girl, I got a lot of instances uninstalling because everybody else, yes, skinny white guys that never played. I bet. No, they all black. All of them black. Every single one of them. I don't think I played. There might be one white guy that's their friend. I didn't play with him yesterday though, but they all black and they all suck. And they all get on my nerves. And they suck at every game. Okay. Our friends suck. That is something that me and Leo have figured out and we just have to deal with. Like, he was like, I said, oh, so we playing Apex tomorrow? He's like, I play a little Apex since I hit 99 already. I'm like, I don't even want to play Apex. Like, not to say I'm goated or anything, but I'm sick of playing Apex as well. Not completely sick of it, but I'm sick of playing Apex with our friends. Because one thing about our friends, baby, their little trash lobbies, they are going to have some kills. They're going to have some damage. But when they come in my lobbies, they do absolutely nothing. And one thing that pisses me off is they literally send me screenshots of how well they're doing in their own lobbies. And I'm like, but you're non-existent in mine. So I kind of don't care. I told one of my friends, like, stop sending me screenshots because you're pissing me off. You do nothing when you're in my lobbies. You suck. Because it's skill-based matchmaking. So like on Apex, whenever a game starts, there's like this bell curve that it shows. And me and Leo, like whether we're playing separately or together, we're always It curled down. That's not gonna work. We're always at the very, very end of the bell curve, and there's like this really slim gray thing that shows you everybody in your match. So literally, we are the cream of the crop, and so are the people that we play against. Okay. When our friends come in to play with us, they bring us down. And I'm not kidding. Like, they literally bring us down in the bell curve, and the little gray thing opens up to show us that it's like more people that would bring us down that's in the lobby with us. And so legit, we didn't even realize that the little gray thing shows you like the competition of the people in your match, because the gray thing is so slim, we can barely see it. So I didn't realize what that was until one day I was watching one of my friends play. He was streaming. And I said, "Oh, they actually move people in different parts of that bell curve. I would have never knew." Oh, I think that's going to leave without me. Oh, it didn't. I'm going to hold through this VWAP, but I'm probably going to regret it later. But we're going to try to hold through the levels that are equal to the direction that we're in. Maybe I should have. We might reject. If it rejects and I lose, I'm totally okay with it though. Stop field. I'm still in the trade. Whatever. All right. Well, I guess I do have to. I don't like that though. I don't like it, but it technically makes sense though. Technically, it does. So I guess from now on, I just gotta break even at every damn level, which kind of sucks. So I think like when I'm further away from the levels, maybe I'll just like take profit there. But this one, I mean, I could have still technically took profit 246. I could have got like 8 ticks out of it, I guess. But I would rather just not take the trade at all. Like, what's the point? I don't see the point in taking the trade, honestly. I'd rather just sit out and wait for the next one. I don't know. I know all of them. I know all of them, but not like in real life. We've just been playing for years. Like me and Leo have probably been playing together for like at this point probably like 6 or 7 years now. There are people that I've been playing with since I was 19 years old that I still play with, or either play with or still talk to consistently on the game to this day. So yeah. Now some of them know each other in real life though, like old co-workers, stuff like that. But yeah. Bottom of the barrel, having the time of my life. But you know what? It's fine though when you're in your own lobbies, but like people hate my lobbies. I used to hate PC lobbies. I'll take PC lobbies all day. The only thing I don't like about PC lobbies is there's certain movement that they have that we can't get on console. But my lobbies are just a lot. I usually have top 20 predators in my lobby, and I ain't never been a top 20 predator. So top 20 predator in Apex means that you are top 20 in the entire game out of hundreds of thousands of players. So like the last time I played, I was playing with one of my friends, and he was like, "Yo, who you got me in here with? Every time I die, I'm dying to a predator." Because, people who are predators, they put their badges in there. So when you die, you can look at the death recap and look at the person who killed you, and they'll usually have badges in their display. And one of the days, they kept putting um, predators in my lobby. And so one of them was a number 3 one season, a number 5 another season, like a number 8 another season. Why are they in my lobby? Just why? You don't want me to enjoy my gaming experience. Clearly. I don't understand. Very annoying. All right, I might take a buy off of a VWAP right here. If the point of control, okay. And we can keep the signal. Delta percentages, okay, that dropped. What I do? Girl, close that fridge. It's gonna be invalidated. It took too long to push. I wanted there to be lower volume. Never playing in your lobby. I should play when I get home on mute. Yeah, you're the type to piss me off. You would definitely piss me the fuck off. Ay, ay, ay. Oh, let me write a note to myself. Now, breaking even at all levels might actually change some of my signals a little bit because I have to be a little bit, well, right now I'm a little bit more restrictive on which signals I like and don't like because of me trying to choose ones where price is just going to push through. But I think it's just better to just not do that since it's not a guarantee that we'll push through levels anyway. I don't know. I don't know. It's a trap. It's not what I was looking for. And total. I also don't know if I like one bar pullbacks or not, but because these are all evals, we can go for it. I haven't really determined if I like one bar pullbacks or not, which is crazy because I used to love them. How much time we got? Oh, 3 minutes. Today's session went by so fast. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Equal volume. I need this to pull down one more bar at least. Okay, or that. Or that. I need to go to the store. Oh, my phone is charged now. Good. I hate being out and about and I don't have a device. All right, what level is that? It's one of the. So we're at the second deviation level of initial balance, the 30 minute. 30 minute. Today was so ass. And I don't, yeah, I'm not going to continue trading. I'm done. Done, diddy, done, done. And honestly, I'm going to journal my actual trade, maybe. Actually, I probably won't. First of all, I need a new notebook anyway, but I think I want to just focus on finishing this data to see what I like and don't like. And I could just get back to journaling later because at least I do have the picture of the trade anyway, since I have the indicator that takes the screenshot of the chart. So actually I'm gonna just have to write down like what the point of control was, but aside from that, I should be fine. All right, that's it. All right, let me show you. Damn, why did I lose so much? Oh, I am on a 24 tick chart, duh. I'm so used to my trades being $100. I forgot that I've increased the number of ticks. All right, stream only. Wrong monitor. Oh, this one, yeah. All right, so today was kind of poopy. Just too choppy, and we didn't really move out of the range until like 9 o'clock, which kind of sucks. But either way, this is what the accounts are looking like. So the account at the top, which is the one that shows the red stripe, that's my leader account, the one that just renewed on yesterday. So lost $150 on that one. I got stopped out early on the other two, so I guess I'll be grateful, but it's kind of annoying when that happens and I'm actually still in the trade. Like that's what happened to me on Friday. But that's neither here nor there. Yeah, I got nothing else. Hopefully tomorrow has better um market structure and price action, because the only thing I can think of is possibly going down to a 20 tick chart to be able to get more trades in. However, my only issue with that is when we have days like, I think it was the 20th of August, maybe even also the 28th. We have days like that where it's so volatile, like there's nothing. I just can't get anything out of that. It's just moving too fast. But also at the same time, maybe now that I'm trading a little bit different, I have less things I need to compare and all that other stuff. Like before, I gotta like go back and look for the highest delta and look for this and all these other things. Now that I don't have to do that, maybe the 20 tick chart will still work on the higher volatility days, just because you know, I'll be able to analyze the market a lot quicker pre-entry. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm not even too bothered with today, to be honest with you. It is what it is. But I thank you guys for tuning in. Thanks for coming back, even though I left y'all for a week. And thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Please like the video on your way out if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. But other than that, I will see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye, guys.